Hello there, Ray here, and welcome back to the ProtoTech SMP server. With the goal of trying to farm up every item, block, and mob in the game of Minecraft, the journey has only just started. If you guys are new to the episodes, make sure to watch them from the beginning with the link down below. Today guys, we are going to take on another block to be farmed up. We're going to build a really cool machine that will allow us to get infinite amounts of grass blocks as well as mycelium, all while being automatic. This is a really fast design made by one of the members, Heinz. This machine works really fast and uses a lot of cool tricks. So we're going to build the farm out at one of these exit gateway portals. So this one here is for the mushroom farm. This is the automatic mushroom farm, and we're also going to have a grass and mycelium converter. And we're also going to have another mort farm out here as well. That's what this portal is dedicated to. We got different farms at each of these different portals. It's really easy to access them. We just have ender pearls. We come from our obsidian platform, which is right over there. And we can easily fly over here, hop into one of these portals just with some ender pearls or elytra, and they're automatically out here in the void between the main end island and the outer end islands. And over here is where we're building up the grass block farm, also a mycelium block farm. So it's going to convert dirt over into grass blocks for mycelium. We have some beacons in here to help us, and there's going to be a large spawning space for the endermen to spawn. And then underneath we're going to have some redstone, which is used to have the grass blocks kind of moved about. So the grass is going to be put in by the player. Actually, we're going to have a player put in dirt blocks, and then it's going to be converted into grass. And it's going to be put in front of the enderman. Enderman can pick it up as a grass block, and then they'll die and they'll drop it. And that way we don't have to mine it. It'll be automatically picked up and killed by them. And that's what all these grass blocks here are for. And up here is going to be the spawning space for the endermen. So it's going to work very similar to our melon block farm. And we'll just have a player here AFK. We've got tons of dirt over in the overworld, and we can always bring it over here and convert it over. We brought a lot of materials over to build it. It's mostly take a lot of hay bales, as you can see. We're also going to put an edge around the outside, as we are building this way down at the lowest part of the world, which is pretty much Y level 0 is the bottom block. And this way we can get more spawns in here, as the endermen are going to spawn faster since they're just going to be in the first two sub chunks. So this sub chunk here we're going to use as well as the next one. So they're going to spawn in really quickly and come in, pick up the grass blocks, and then drop them and down. And then yeah, they're going to die down here. And then we're going to pick up the items, and we're going to transport them from here over to the portal, the same portal that we use for the mushroom farm, and then we're going to take them to spawn chunks. So everything's going to be automatic, all sent to spawn chunks, where we can go ahead and access them. And we've got all the materials needed to do this. Let's go ahead and help the guys build this up. There's going to be quite a bit of redstone around this area, but up there it's going to be pretty simple with the hay bales as well as some wood around the outside. And that's going to extend the area where the game is trying to spawn in the mobs. And we're also going to put in a bunch of glass to prevent the endermen from trying to land on top of stuff. As in this farm, the endermen are really likely to teleport around because they take quite a bit of damage. Let's go up there and let's continue putting in some more planks.
Pretty sure we can leave out most of them except one.
Man, this pattern you guys did of the hay looks really good. So yeah, we're also joined here by Zorex, we got Campnut, we got Acheron, also known as Desert Road, we got Lord John, Poison Dagger, we got El Gamer, and Nudicus is also on here earlier as well. So Campnut is in charge of getting the circle correct. So if anything looks off, blame Campnut. So it looks like we're almost done putting in the planks around the outside. These are just to increase the area where the game starts to spawn. So with blocks out here, instead of the game saying, hey, there's no blocks in this chunk here, and then the game's like, okay, there's blocks here, so we're going to try to spawn in some mobs. Then it will start spawns kind of out a little ways, and they can move them inwards. And by having this extra flange here, we're just going to get more spawns in the center. We'll cover this up with glass, but it will help with the spawning. And let's put the last couple of blocks in here. So now we are done with the wood, and also all of the hay bales and their crazy design. And the guys are placing it on string. String just prevents the endermen from actually placing down their blocks, so their blocks won't be placed on top because there's string there. That's good. That's a lot of string. Probably very annoying to place down. Okay, so let's help the guys place down a bunch of trip wire. And we can't hold that right click. place them down one at a time. So we grabbed a bit more supplies, which we're going to use at the farm. I also want to grab a redstone shulker box. Hopefully there is extra one here. Awesome. So we got a bunch of redstone boxes. This is the custom automatic shulker box filler. You can choose what items you want to go into your shulker box. I'll put one stack of whatever items that are highlighted down here. And up here it just tells you if it's getting low on items or not. So this one just made this chest here. You can see it's been getting kind of low on some items because it didn't quite fill it up. Let's see if I can find one that's more full. Yeah, this one's more full, so I'll probably take that one. That should give us plenty of redstone stuff. We also got another one on this side which has miscellaneous items which are somewhat useful. Let's go back and help other guys. Guys, we just finished inputting the first layer of glass. This will prevent mobs from actually spawning here, but the mob spawn attempts can still start here. Yeah, if we put double carpets here, Endermen shouldn't teleport to this. I think that would be easier to do than putting 2 layers of glass on top of this. Okay, so we finished doing the carpet around the outside, double thick, so Endermen shouldn't teleport up here anymore. And the guys down below are working on the redstone. See, they got all the grass in. And essentially it's it's a really large conveyor that kind of moves the grass around. And as the Endermen take the grass, we'll replace it with dirt, which will convert to grass again. So let's go ahead and grab the endermite we need. Okay, what's our luck of getting an endermite?
5%.
5%. Oh, now he's down there. Okay, let's make a walkway so we can get back up here again. Come on, endermite. Yes, yes,
fine.
we got the endermite. Now if we can name tag him in here. Can we name tag him in here? I think I can if I go into Elytra mode and get in there really small. You kind of have to be inside of the minecart in order to get to him. There, I got him. Awesome. Awesome. So we got the endermite in place. So any enderman that spawn here should be attracted to it. They'll walk around the outside of this until they find this hole here, and then they'll hop in and fall down that hole way down there. And that's where they will die and drop the grass blocks. We're putting in the item storage system. So the items are going to come from down there. They're going to be sent up this item elevator. Shot through this water, and they're going to be aligned and put into toppers. And we have item filters in there. And then we're going to go ahead and put them down into a shulker box loader. So the items are going to shulker boxes. Then we're going to break the shulker boxes up and send them over to that portal over there. Okay, so we finished majority of the item sorter up there, as well as the shulker box loader down here. Now what we have to do is put in some ice streams that go over here, and then the ice streams will go to item elevator, and then we'll send items up all the way up to the exit gateway portal, so we can send it over to the overworld. So let's put in those next. So we got the ice fitted in, kind of lines up with our portal, which is right over there, kind of all centered together. Beacon is not centered, but we can always move it. So a gamer is putting in the carpets above this because I think Endermen are going to spawn to the top of this glass. We also got all the water in, all the glass in, as well as the tube going upwards for the items to float up in. Since we are 1.12, we have to use item elevators rather than water columns. So we're going to have to put one right in here. So I think we went ahead and we finished the item elevator up. It's all covered up, so Endermen shouldn't teleport over here. That looks really good. So any items that come up will get stuck in this water stream, and then they get pushed into that portal there. So the only thing left in the farm is some redstone that kind of go around the outside and power stuff. So it looks like we got in most of the redstone around the edges here, just to power different pistons. So we put in some light sources, so the grass will grow over from the grass blocks over into the dirt blocks. And the last thing we'll probably want to do is just make sure everything is covered up so Endermen can't teleport to it or spawn on it. So we put in a little path that goes back in here, across over here, and out over here, and this is where the player will place in the dirt. We have these carpets sitting on top of a string, which is on top of the void, so Endermen won't teleport to this. And this is a spot where we'll have to put in probably some dispensers or droppers that will drop the player some dirt, and he can automatically put it into the piston, which is going to be pushing upwards. So we put in a torch tower right here, it goes all the way to the top. And this is on and off to stop Endermen from coming down here. So if that's on, you can see them come down here, we turn it off. That way we don't get the whole place flooded with ender pearls if we don't want to. So that part is done. So we went ahead and put in slabs all the way around this grass blocks here, so they won't stand on there. We also put some slabs around some areas where pistons make some air gaps, and the Endermen were spawning in there or teleporting there, causing problems. So next thing I want to do is remove all this here, and then we'll see if we have to make any more tweaks to the farm to get it going. We made a couple more tweaks onto it, and I think we're ready to go ahead and use it. So back here is the spot where the player would AFK and put in the dirt blocks. We also got dirt blocks put into these chests, and I got some more in some shulker boxes over there. There's a lever to dispense the dirt automatically through this dropper that is right here. We also have the switch to turn on the farm. So this will actually turn on the redstone mechanisms, which are timed to push all the dirt in perfect timing. And over here is the switch to turn on the enderman spawns right up in here. So we can turn this on. This will let the enderman come down. And then we can turn on this clock. That will start up the machine. And then we can turn on the dirt dispensing. Let's go ahead and AFK this bad boy. Let's see how much grass and mycelium we can get from this farm. Look how fast it is. Just hold down right click and you can go AFK here. So I'm going to AFK this a bit and we'll check out the result. Go ahead and turn it off. Let's see how the results are. And those items are being sent around here into our shulker box loader as well as item sorter. So the items come up through here and then they get pushed along over here through the water stream, and we got some hoppers here which are sorting them. We got grass on this side. I think this is mycelium. And I did put in one dirt just in case the enderman would pick up dirt. They would die with it. Then we could get the dirt back. Otherwise, everything else, all the ender pearls were just getting destroyed by cactus. I guess we could also have those go into a shulker box. But we probably just get tons and tons of shulker boxes full of ender pearls, as this thing produces a lot of ender pearls. And all the items are putting it into these shulker boxes and being taken around once they're full and put up into the item elevator over there. So if we just follow it, see they go all the way up this glass elevator, and at the very top put them through the portal, and this will take them on over into spawn. So they go through this portal, they go into this water stream, they get dropped down here through that hole there. Then that water stream will take them all the way from here through all this across here. This is all being chunk loaded up here, and then up here we have our portal. And this is the exit end portal, so the second one we have. And once they go through here, they go into spawn chunks. And this is where all the items are being stored that come from the end dimension. So down here is the collection system. We have some item filters, but some of them just take in shulker boxes. So at the very end here, anything that doesn't get sorted will go into shulker boxes. You can see we got a lot of sand, concrete, a lot of different stuff in here. And this is where the grass blocks as well as mycelium blocks will end up. So we don't have to go to the end dimension to collect them if we need to. Overall, a very amazing farm designed by one of the ProtoTech members, Heinz. If you guys would like to check out the tutorial on this farm, he does have that on his channel. I will link it down below. If you guys haven't already, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to all the other members that are part of the ProtoTech server. I always have their links in the description, as these big projects are only possible by the collective effort of the entire community. So make sure to show them some support as well. And now we're just one more farm closer to farming every single item, block, and mob in the game of Minecraft. So we can go ahead and check this one off our list, and stay tuned to see what other things we go ahead and try to farm up next. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me as I have fun in survival. Bye-bye.